humanity succeeded in the experimental development of a warp drive and became capable of traveling hundreds of millions of light years in a single jump. The technology was not yet perfect, so distance errors occurred, and the farther the jump, the greater the error. However, the greatest problem was warping into hazardous regions, meaning areas near hot stars, neutron stars, or black holes. Even if a distance error occurred, it was still possible to return to a normal orbit through a rewarp. But hazardous regions could not guarantee the safety of the spacecraft or its passengers. To prepare for this, the warp drive was configured to steer toward regions of lower energy. According to the developers, even if an error occurred, hazardous regions could be avoided. We were the first manned test team of the warp drive, and were about to travel several billion years in distance. As the warp drive activated, we entered the warp bubble. Inside the warp bubble, the lights outside the window did not move and felt like visual noise. A few minutes later, the warp bubble ended, and we arrived at a location 2 billion light-years away from Earth. When the warp drive completed safely, and we arrived without incident, our team erupted in cheers. Our current position was 2 light-years away from the intended target. Since the error was within expectations, we decided to re-warp to the intended destination. Shortly after, we arrived somewhere else, but a problem arose. We were even farther from the target. There was not a single star in sight, only darkness. We had arrived in the middle of a vast void spoken of only in rumors. The cause was analyzed to be the low-energy directional setting, which pushed us farther away from the intended destination. After that, we warped several more times, but only went deeper into the void. Now, only a few warp attempts remained possible. As pitch black and silent as this place was, the mood of our team grew just as dark.